Hey Retro fans, welcome to another episode of Retro Gaming Memories. In this very warm edition of Retro Gaming Memories, it's roasting today, good God. Anyway, this is just going to be a quick pickups unboxing type video. The delightful postman has brought me some goodies, so I thought we'd open them up, unbox them, and show you what I've been buying. So first up, trusty knife. Very gently cut into this because I don't know how much packing's involved. Cutting away from the goodies and towards the heart, obviously, that's how you want to do this. Protect the retro. Here we go, it's very well packaged actually. So it's packaged in bubble wrap, which is nice. Just as well, these things don't sweat or they'd be absolutely knackered sitting in this heat. Right, so shrink wrap number one. Just chat amongst yourselves while I try and get this off. Should put some interlude music in here or something while I'm doing this. Be very careful. Right, here we go. Get off. So first up, a classic for the Amiga, Lemmings. Now I never ever had this. I've hardly played it, believe it or not. The only time I've really played this was in Tandy's at the Bottom and Lothian Road in Edinburgh. They had it set up on a PC. They used to have a small computer section up the back, and they had it set up on a PC. Where you could have a go. Was it a PC? It might have been an Acorn, you know, bizarrely. I just had a flashback that it might have been an Acorn. It certainly wasn't an Amiga. Anyway, so this is the original Lemmings, no frills. Nice Psygnosis box, the slipcase. This is actually my first, is it first Psygnosis? Yeah, probably first Psygnosis game. So, I was about to say there's no discs in here. They were hiding in the manual, so we've got the manual. Still got the warranty card, which is nice, and two discs. Two discs still in the baggie, which is nice. So nice complete version of Lemmings. I've been told it's working. To be honest, I've got it on WHD load, so if it doesn't work from the discs, I can still play it. But I like to have the box and the manual because I have no idea what you're doing in this. I know the basic premise, but I don't know what all the little lemmings do and how you change things and whatever else. So I like to have the instructions. So, and I don't really like PDFs. They're all right as a kind of last resort, but I prefer having the real thing. So that will be going on the Amiga shelf. So next up is a game I didn't know existed, to be honest. And when I saw it coming up, I thought, right, I'm going to bid on this guy. Just let me try and open this without slicing anything, including myself. Very well wrapped. I actually bought this off, oh no, it was eBay. I was going to say a Facebook group. It wasn't, it was eBay. And the seller was very good. Got in touch with me because I had bought two things from the same seller and said, look, I'll combine postage, because I had already paid. I paid straight away basically, and I paid 2 lots of postage. And the seller got back to me pretty much straight away and said, look, I'll refund you the difference. So posted same day. They arrived the next day. So a very good sale, and I can't remember who the seller was, but I'll put a little link to their shop because, like I say, very good seller, and I would definitely buy stuff again from them. So, and this shrink wrap and all that is great. It's not so great when you're trying to do an unboxing video, but you know, just bear with me. I do appreciate it because this was just wrapped in brown paper, which is absolutely fine. I totally expect that. If there had been any, you know, if it had rained or anything, then this would have got damaged. So nice little extra bit of packing. The seller's actually wrapped it inside of the box in cellophane to stop everything jingling about as well. So there we go. Right, get off. Okay, knife down, and I'll put this back together so you get the full effect. So, like I say, I didn't know this game existed. Or well, it's actually a compilation, but I didn't know this existed. I've got one of the games on this compilation. I've got the original kind of box version. I've played the other two, albeit briefly, so I thought this was really nice to have. And there is the Team 17 collection, Volume 1. So you've got Super Frog, Overdrive, and Body Blows. Now I've already got Body Blows. I think everybody's had Body Blows. Super Frog I've never really played. I've had a quick shot of it, but back in the day, this was pre Sega Mega Drive, pre-Sonic and all that kind of stuff for me. So Super Frog wasn't the type of game I was really into. That sort of platformy Mario Brothers runabout collecty things, Sonic style stuff. I was more an arcade kind of guy. So Body Blows and Overdrive and things like that appealed to me. So I never really played Super Frog. So I'm looking forward to going back and actually giving it the play that it deserves. Overdrive, nice top-down racer. So all great games. So I'll be giving this a go. So let's have a quick open up. So we've got the manual, as you'd expect. Yeah, it's just black and white text. And we've got an abundance of discs. That's one thing I used to love about compilations. Nice Team 17. Oh, will we see that? Team 17 branding in there. I've actually got some 17-bit public domain discs for back in the day. I should really dig them out and see if I can get them signed or something like that. So, right, I'm just putting these in order. There we go. So, we've got Body Blows on 3 discs. Again, if these don't work, I've got them on WHD load, so it's not a huge thing, and I can actually cut back ADFs. I sometimes do that. I burn ADFs to CD. I've got a CD drive from A1200. Stick them on that, unzip them, and burn them back to real floppies if I really want the full effect. So, yeah. So Super Frog's on 3 discs, including the story disc and disc 3. And Overdrive is on 2 discs. So yeah, looking forward to giving that a go. Should be good fun, and I love Team 17. I was going to say back in the day, I still like them. So yeah. Next up, let's see. Should I do the small one or the big one first? Let's do the big one. Love the big box. Now, if this is what I think it is, I'll tell you the story. If it's not, I've no idea what might be in this box. So this video might end abruptly. Is it what I think it is? Yes, it is. Right, that's good. Let the video continue. So, yeah, so if you've seen some of my previous videos, I've talked lots about emulation and consoles and all that kind of stuff, Raspberry Pis and things, and how they're not really for me. And that changed slightly when the SNES Mini came out, the Nintendo SNES Mini, or SNES or Super Nintendo, whatever you want to call it. When that came out, I was kind of intrigued because I thought, you know what, there's a few nice games on there, the kind of stuff that I would play. It's not too expensive. You know, you're getting an officially branded product with good quality controllers. The fact that you got 2 controllers was really good as well. Excuse me. So yeah, so I bought a SNES Mini. There's an unboxing video on my channel somewhere, and I quite like it. You know, I've played it and played a few of the games and Castlevania 3 and all that kind of stuff. So it was great, and the fact you can hack it is really nice if you want to do such a thing. I haven't done that yet, and I don't know that I ever will. But because I never had a SNES back in the day, I wasn't a Nintendo guy until the GameCube. But it's nice to have it. My pal had a SNES, so you know I played a few of the games. So there's a bit of nostalgia there, but not overridingly that I would buy a SNES. I've actually had a SNES in the past and I've sold it. God, I've had all sorts of things. But anyway, that brings me to what I have in my hand here. And that is a NES Mini. Now, These were obviously released prior to the SNES Mini, and they rapidly sold out. I actually had one on pre-order and then cancelled the pre-order because I thought I'm never really going to use it. And then they sold out rapidly and turned up in CX for 130 quid and all sorts of stupid prices. The scalpers went mental, charging an absolute fortune for these things, which is just, it's disgusting. I absolutely hate that where people just take advantage of the retro scene. It's just nonsense. So I had left the NES Mini alone. I thought I'm not paying that kind of money for it. That's just daft. So I just left it be, and I got the SNES Mini, and that was fine. But then Nintendo announced quite a while back that they were going to rerun the NES Mini because I think they were tired of scalpers, making a fortune off of it as well when they could be making that money themselves. So they re-released it, give them their due. They re-released it, and this time I thought, right, brilliant. I'm just going to get it because there's a bit of OCD completeness thing that I've got. So I've got a SNES Mini, therefore I'd quite like to have the NES Mini. And if the N64 Mini comes out that's been kind of hinted at, then yeah, I would get that as well. I don't know if that'll. Excuse me. Sorry about that. The hay fever's kicking in a bit here. Anyway, yes, the NES Mini. So I've decided to pick one up. So I got it for normal price. I actually bought this direct from Nintendo. I had pre-ordered it on Amazon and paid for it. For some reason it said it was going to come on the 3rd of July or something like that. And I just happened to check Nintendo's website and they had it in stock next day delivery. So I'm like, okay. So I ordered it direct from Nintendo. Cancelled my order with Amazon and all that kind of stuff. Amazon was charging the same price, to be fair. It wasn't, doing anything silly. It was just they were obviously waiting on their stock coming in. So I ordered up the NES Mini, and I thought at the same time, next box. Now, if you're clever and ahead of the game, you might know what's in here already. Tiny little parcel, extra controller. That's really small, actually. So yeah, I looked at Amazon because I thought I like to have two controllers. Obviously friends are around. 99% of the time it's just me, but if friends are around, it's nice to be able to play these things. So Amazon wanted 26 quid for one of these NES Mini controllers, and you can get third-party ones that are a lot cheaper. And top tip people, Nintendo themselves have these $7.99, £2 postage and packing, but free postage over 50 quid. So if you were to buy the NES Mini and that, you would just pay whatever it is, £58 or something in total. So yeah, so you can get the controller direct from Nintendo for £8. So don't pay 26 quid on the internet. And because it came direct from Nintendo, they've put this in the box. My Play, My Way Volume 2. So it's just a catalogue. But quite nice to have. This is the kind of thing that will appear on eBay in 20 years and it will be worth a fortune. So yeah, it's just a little Nintendo catalogue telling you about Pokemon, Super Mario. There's some colouring in. Yay! Some 3DS stuff, the Miitopia. So it's a little sort of magazine comic thing for kids. And because I bought two things, I've got two catalogues, which is nice. I won't keep them. Not bothered about them. But yeah, so I thought we would do a very quick unboxing. Why not? I mean, you'll have seen these 1,000, if not 1,000,000 times. But this is my first experience of the NES Mini. Now I know a little bit what to expect because obviously I've got this NES Mini. So we've got our little instruction book there. I won't do a full unboxing because, let's say, you've seen it 1,000,000 times, but I will have a little look at the console. That is really nice. Obviously, same kind of scale, I think, as the SNES Mini. Let me just grab the SNES, hang on. bloody controller was stuck in it. Right. So there we go. How do we do this? Juggle them. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a nice little. Same ports on the back, HDMI and USB. So so I can just use one set of leads. There's no point in having two. So yeah, so the SNES Mini is really nice. I mean, footprint of the two is pretty cool. And alright, so the controller ports are just on the front. Obviously the cartridge, as you know, cartridge port doesn't open. You've got power and reset and the two controller ports. So very nice. Let's have a look at the controller. Let's just open this guy up. How is this? Alright, it's no god. It's glued shut. Does this slide out? No. The trouble is, if you're a collector like me and you want to try and keep these things as nice as possible, you need to be very careful. Alright, it's on two lips. You need to be very careful, because I don't want to just rip the front off this. I like to keep all this stuff. The boxes for some things, yeah, and it's not for resale or anything like that. I just like to keep the boxes kind of nice on these things. So here we go. There we go. As you've seen a million times as well, the little NES controller feels really nice. Two buttons obviously in the pad. It feels. I've had. I've never played with a real NES controller before, as far as I can remember. But I have used third-party ones, like USB ones for emulators and stuff. And I have to say, they feel, in comparison, they feel really loose compared to this. This is quite a nice. It's not stiff, but it's hard to explain. It's got a nice feel to it. It's got weight behind it. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to having a game on that. I can't remember what games are on it. All the main ones, obviously, but yeah, looking forward to having a little play with that. So that'll be good. So that's really it. I don't think there's nothing else. I do have one other thing on the way, which is pretty cool. I've never actually seen it. I didn't know they made a commercial product of it. There's the Microprose F1 GP for the Amiga. It came with the Amiga 600. That's where I first experienced it, and obviously it was a full price retail release. But there was a thing called F1 GP Ed that I think it was shareware, but they gave it away on the cover of one of the magazines at some point and all that kind of stuff. And it allowed you to edit the teams and the helmets and the car colours and all sorts of great things. So it took the game to a whole new level, because the game was already fantastic. It's one of my favourite F1 sims. If you play it on an A1200 with an accelerator, it's just smooth as butter. It's lovely. So yeah, F1 GP Ed. I found there was a guy selling it the other day there on Facebook, the F1 GP Ed disc. And it's got an official label and all that kind of stuff, and it says free with Amiga 600. So I don't know if later revisions they gave this away free with the A600 version of F1 GP. I'm not sure. Or sorry, I keep calling it F1 GP. It's just Formula 1. But yeah, so he was selling the disc for a couple of quid. So I'm like, I'll have that. Thanks very much, because it's a great little program, and it'll go nice just in the actual box to have that alongside the normal discs. So yeah, so that's still to come. But that's something to look forward to. So that's it. That's my pickups. A couple of Amiga games, the NES Mini, and a new controller. So not too bad getting back into this whole thing, and looking forward to getting my games room all kind of rearranged and retidied and organised for all this stuff. So anyway, that's going to do it. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe, share these videos, tell all your pals, all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, I shall see you next time. Cheers.